What mysteries are hiding within America's most paranormal town? Well, it's said that ghosts, UFOs, and glowing orbs have been terrorizing this small town for centuries. And by the end of this video, we're gonna try to figure out what is going on in this eerie town once and for all. At a quick glance, the town of Marfa in southwest Texas might just seem like any ordinary small town. Simple, unassuming, ordinary. For hundreds of years, the people in this area have been experiencing a phenomenon that they just can't explain. The Marfa Lights. Dun dun dun. Dramatic effects. See, it all started back in 1883 when a young guy named Robert Ellison saw a flickering light off in the distance. He thought it might be a campfire of the local Apaches, but when he told other people about it, they also had been seeing strange lights. In fact, the Apaches had seen these lights even before that, and they believed it was the spirit of one of their great Indian chiefs looking for his tribe. Since then, the sightings haven't stopped, and thousands of people have seen these lights, or what some of the people claim as intelligent orbs. That kind of sounds terrifying, but what's even more terrifying is that these orbs have been known to chase after cars, dart at people, and even dance and change colors as if it's putting on some sort of magical show. So what is really going on in Marfa, and can it be explained? That's a question that I've become obsessed with over the last few days. And you might be thinking, doesn't this kid have anything better to do than get obsessed with strange lights in the desert? Don't you have a job? What are you doing with your life? It's a very fair question. I ask myself this every day. But hear me out. It is more so the mystery of these lights. I mean, how many genuine mysteries remain today? It feels like science has explained away so many of the things that were once unexplainable. So I dove into this topic, trying to figure out if this truly was a mystery. I started reading books about it, researching articles, watching videos, and it all led me to one conclusion. I have to go to Marfa and see what these lights are.
The Great American Road Trip to Marfa, Texas. We gotta play this until we get a good song. Oh my God, I love this song! Marfa, Texas, we're coming for you. We're gonna see these orbs. Let's go!
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa, not the way that I do love you.
Well, holy moly, real vibe, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Okay, so before we get to Marfa, there are three big theories as to what actual scientists think that the Marfa Lights could be. The first theory is that it is ball lightning. I'm not exactly sure what ball lightning is. Ball lightning does seem kind of similar to the Marfa Lights, but the thing with the Marfa Lights is it happens 30 to 60 times a year, and it doesn't always happen when it storms. A lot of the times you can see the Marfa Lights right after sunrise or right after sunset. I don't think ball lightning is happening that consistently in Marfa. I don't think the Marfa Lights is ball lightning. But that leads us to the second theory. First of all, what the heck is this? I don't know where the heck we are, but the second theory is that it is plasma balls that are being generated by tectonic plates. Now look, I don't know about plasma, I don't know about tectonic plates, but there is a guy who has wrote 4 books on this exact topic for the Marfa Lights. And after writing 4 books on this, he basically came to the conclusion that he's not sure. He doesn't know, which is pretty interesting. I would think after writing 4 books, we would know definitively if plasma is a decent theory for these lights or not. Hang on, what is this place? Seriously, get the plasma for a second. What is this place? YouTube famous? Hello? Police. Find a dead body back there. I'm actually too scared to go in. Okay, that's the truth of the matter. So, we're making our way to Marfa. Marfa, I can't talk, all right? We're getting out of this abandoned gas station, wherever this is. We're going to Marfa. That's the second theory, and that's gonna take us to the third and final theory is honestly pretty anticlimactic. People just think it is car headlights. The problem is that these orbs show up everywhere. They dance all around. They don't just stick to the highway. And there actually is a highway that runs about 20 miles away from the city of Marfa, and you can see headlights, but those aren't the orbs that people are talking about. They're not darting off at supersonic speeds. They're not chasing after you and stalking you as you're driving in your car. All 3 of these theories are interesting, and they might explain some of the sightings in Marfa, but it doesn't tell the whole story. There's something else going on here that hasn't been explained. So what is that? What is that mystery that cannot be explained? And there's actually a surprise waiting for us when we get in Marfa.
Going off the side of the road because I saw lights out on the distance. Oh my gosh, there they are. What is that? It's a freaking light. Dude, it's a freaking tower. I wish I could describe how utterly still it is out here. Like, I'm not kidding. If a UFO came and abducted me right now, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the exact place where that would happen. It's so quiet besides this car coming down the road and ruining our peace, bro. Hey, I'm trying to film a YouTube video. This place is really quiet. And what I'm trying to get at is, it feels a little eerie.
But what's even more eerie is why I decided to come here this weekend. See, every year, Marfa throws a festival to celebrate the Marfa Lights. That's right, it is so popular, the entire town gets together and throws a party. But where the heck was it?
Is the light festival supposed to be today?
Yeah.
You know if the Marfa Light Festival is tonight? Yeah. It is? Yeah.
But as I was walking the streets, I didn't see any signs that a festival was gonna be happening soon. In fact, I barely saw any signs that anybody was even here in this town at all. If I'm being honest with you, I thought this light festival was gonna be a huge deal, a huge hoopla. I thought thousands of people were gonna be streaming in from all over the state of Texas to check out these lights. I'm the only guy here. What the heck am I doing? Turns out I'm just kinda dumb and didn't check Main Street. It's right here, the light festival.
Oh my gosh, we found it.
So what do the people of Marfa think is really going on?
What do you guys think the Marfa Lights are?
I've talked to friends that are border patrols and they tell you cool stories, that things, weird things they see. I had a friend who was driving and he said that they kind of look this way. He says there's a rip in the sky. Opened up.
What?
The sky was open and there was a break in the sky. And then it started closing up on each end into... I had a friend who was followed by the Marfa Lights, had an ex-girlfriend who was followed by the Marfa Lights. My buddy says that he was driving and there was an orb next to him. He would hit the gas and try to speed up and it would match the speed.
See,
and it would slow down.
Happened to us.
Yeah.
We were going to Presidio, and it was about the size of a basketball.
That's what he said.
Really?
Basketball.
And then we pulled over, but then when we pulled over, it just disappeared.
There were two cars following each other. So while they were there, they saw some lights on the mountain and they were coming down. And they're looking at them and they're like, that's weird, like coming to us. And they could see come down the mountain. And as they're getting closer, they got in the van and they said the light would come up to the van, almost hit it. They said that it would get bright as day and it would go straight up. 2 weeks later, she said, her nephew was coming over and it was like 3 a.m. The moon was kind of full so they could see something staring at them. And as they're going, they could see it and it started running, catching up 45 miles an hour next to them. And the thing was staring at them. They said it was a tall man. He was taller than the truck.
Wow.
But it was all skin and bones, running, staring at them, and could jump on top of the truck to the ground. And they say they were yelling, crying, and that thing was punching the roof of the truck, trying to get in.
So currently the festival is getting rained out. We're getting downpoured on. A lot of the people had stories, but they didn't want to share it on camera. And they actually said that the best time to see them is like during weather like this. And we might see something that we just can't explain. And the people of Marfa have definitely seen things that they can't explain. And also, what that guy was saying about an animal hopping on the hood, if that happens tonight, you might never see me again. I mean, what the? I mean, that's not even the Marfa Lights. That is like the Marfa fucking moth who's just like chasing you down and hunting you. Like, that's insane. So if all these people were having experiences, maybe we could too. I mean, maybe tonight's the night that this mystery gets solved once and for all. Could we see something unexplainable when the sun goes down in this small town? Well, according to the locals, there's only one place to go if you want to see the unexpected. Beyond me in the horizon is a phenomenon that we just don't know what's happening. Is it aliens? Is it ghost? Is it plasma? I guess we're just gonna look out into this field for a few hours and try to see some lights. Marfa Lights, I will find you.
A few moments later.
This thing doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. Marfa Lights, where are you? Ow, 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 my knee. Oh, frick. But as the sun went down, it was becoming more real that we might actually see something strange tonight. And people from all over the country were starting to flood in. Things were about to take a turn.
I think with what I've researched in the geology and 3 different mountain ranges and how with tectonic shifts but for earthquakes, it's true, there's lights in the sky. It's something probably to do with that, not so much aliens.
Yeah.
I would prefer it be aliens.
It's just a conspiracy of the county to make people come out here.
What if it is just a conspiracy of the county? Am I just gonna wait out here all night and see nothing? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a light spotting.
It's moving.
It is moving.
Oh my god.
It's moving. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, it's moving.
Right. That's crazy. Nope, maybe that's a reflection off the car. I was seeing a red light like straight up. Well, fuck, I can't see it. I barely see it. Towards the dark clouds, right?
We're losing our minds out here. But that would be the only light we'd see for the rest of the night. And it made me question everything I had heard earlier. I mean, was this all made up, or was there truly still a mystery in Marfa to be solved? Well, there's one man who knows this better than most, Frank Bures, an award-winning author whose article on the lights inspired me to come down here in the first place. And he shared with me what he truly thought about the mysteries surrounding Marfa.
I've read about the Marfa Lights for a lot of years and was just kind of curious. I just didn't know what I was gonna see down there either. Like, it is just a genuine mystery. This guy, James Bonnell, who wrote this book, he was a NASA engineer and thought he could kind of figure it out and spent like 12 years collecting sensory data about the lights and ended up just concluding that he didn't know what they were. So that was why I kind of went there, is because I love these stories that kind of point to all the stuff that we don't know.
What was your kind of conclusion of what you thought the mystery lights were?
I don't know if I have any real theory about what it is. The question is, like, a lot of people who have interactions with the lights say there's an intention behind them. The story that I didn't put in, a couple of people told me, was that they were working on this railroad nearby and the lights were harassing them and coming around, and like when they would turn on the big machines, they would come around and they seem to be maybe attracted to like large machinery. You can't even like start to come up with a causal link there. For me, that's like kind of the fun of it. Like, I love that there's something that nobody can really definitively like dismiss or explain. There seems to be something really weird, inexplicable, and bigger. Maybe it's not as weird as it seems, but maybe it's way, way weirder than what we think it is.
So maybe that's what's magical about Marfa. It's a frontier of mystery. There's a phenomenon that just can't be explained. And maybe the mystery doesn't need to be solved, because there's something beautiful about just not knowing what's really going on that puts into perspective just how little we know about our own planet. Maybe even our place in this universe.